Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by AOL Music and Spinner.com, where you can get free MP3s, exclusive interviews, and more. Video bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1066 for Monday, April 12th, 2010, the Coffee Cup Power Inverter. The Daily Giz Wiz is brought to you by GoToMeeting. Do more and travel less with GoToMeeting. Make your next meeting a GoToMeeting instead. For your free 30-day trial, visit GoToMeeting.com. Promo code GizWiz.
And now, get ready for Dick.
Are you ready to begin a brand new week, a brand new day, and a brand new Daily Giz Wiz? Very well, let us begin. It's a brand new week and a brand new day and a brand new Daily Giz Wiz. It's a brand new week and a brand new day and a brand new Daily Giz Wiz. The worse your life, and a brand new week and a brand new day, the better we sound. It makes its own gravy. The worse your life, and a brand new day and a brand new day, the better we sound. The worse your life, the better we sound. Sound. Oh, yay! Hello, Mr. Dickie D.
Hello.
Oh, how are
Leo,
you today?
how you doing?
I am very well. Hope all is well with you.
Yes, I'm super. This week in real time, the car show is in town.
Oh. Are you going to get one?
No, but I went over to the Javits on press day and stopped by the Ford people, talked to Scott Monty. Now, you know him, right?
Love Scott. Great guy.
Yes, Scott. Right. I had never met him before.
Oh, he's a dapper dresser.
He really is. And I said, hey, Scott, I work at TWiT. I don't have a TWiT card, but I have a Mad Magazine card. And he said, a man who works for TWiT and Mad Magazine? He said, I am wildly impressed.
Wow.
So,
wow.
And then Julius, I think it's March Wiki, showed me a demo of, Ford Sync in the fall will also now be able to read your tweets from Twitter.
It'll tweet. It's a tweeting car.
It's a tweeting car. It can handle Pandora.
I know. I love that. And Stitcher and Slacker.
Yeah. So they had a little demo car that was there.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to trade in my Mustang, my 2010 for the 2011, because they've got new engines that are supposed to be just killer.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of bummed out. You want to buy an old Mustang? Slightly used?
Only if it comes with parking.
Only driven on weekdays by a podcaster to church?
Oh, yeah, okay. And no young kids took it out for joyrides?
Mostly not. Yeah, Henry keeps asking me.
Do you let Henry drive your Mustang?
Well, he's 15 and a half now, so he gets in California. Okay. It's time to get his learner's permit.
Oh, so a learner's permit, you have to be in the car with a licensed driver, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then at 16 you can drive, or is it?
Yes, exactly. He has to take a test. So learner's permit is just to kind of learn, basically, right? So he's gonna be a loiner. It's pretty exciting.
Well, why don't you sell it to him?
Well, he keeps saying every time he says, you're going to give me this for college, right? I said, you get straight A's and you get in college. This is how I'm safe. You get straight A's.
Oh, yeah, you really are, because he's like a dummy, right?
No, hey, knock it up. No, he's actually quite smart, but I don't know if straight A's are in his future. Maybe they are. I want to give him an incentive.
Wow, that's one. I'll get straight A's if you give him.
I said you get straight A's and do really well. And when you go to college, you might be driving a red Mustang, a 2010 Mustang.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the 2011s, they're not out yet, right?
No, soon.
When do
though.
they come out?
Soon. Well,
Soon.
usually it's like in the fall, but they keep talking about this new sink and the new engines and stuff. I'm very excited. Very excited. I think I might trade it in. He'll forgive me.
Yeah, well, you trade it in, but you're not going to let him drive the 2011.
No. You know who's
not until you...
You know who's actually at college right now today?
Ooh.
Abby is visiting. She got into 4 schools.
she's going to be... How's she going to commute?
I don't know. It's going to be difficult. So one is up your way. One's at Bard, which is up on the Avondale and the Hudson. It's up the Hudson. It's about 50 miles.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's one of them.
She could go to the edge of the cliff and wave to me on the Hudson, because I know where that is. It's right up the river.
I don't think you've ever been that far north, though. Have you ever been that far north? Up the Hudson?
Yeah, I've gone all the way to Albany. I've gone all the way to Canada.
Yeah,
so
she's so tomorrow. So I guess tomorrow she's flying to Albany. So here's the deal. So she got into Occidental, which is in L.A., Scripps, which is in L.A., Bard, and University of Puget Sound, which is in Oregon or Washington. Must be Washington. So she's got to visit all of these. She has to decide by the end. You have to tell the school by the end of the month.
And that's something, isn't it, to get accepted by 4 schools?
4 schools. I'm very, very proud of her. Very proud of her. She didn't get into my alma mater. She didn't. There's a few schools that she wanted to go to that she didn't get into. So she's taking the half empty point of view. I'm taking the half full point of view. I'm very proud of her. These are great schools.
Oh yeah, thanks.
So today she is in Claremont, down in L.A. area, L.A. County, visiting Scripps. And then at the end of that, she's going to get on a plane and she has to fly. She's got to fly like L.A. to Washington, D.C. to Albany, and then get a car from Albany to Bard. It's kind of hard to get to.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm hoping she'll say, this is too hard to get to.
Yeah, I hope
and
so.
I think on the way there, she's
LA.
going to visit Occidental. So the one college she still has to get to is Washington, is the University of Puget Sound. And then she will visit all 4. And then I'm telling her, it's your decision. You're going to have to be there for 4 years. Yes, I'm writing the check, but it's your decision. I think any 4 of them would be fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I'm encouraging her to go to my first choice is Scripps. I'm encouraging her to go there, but
that's the one in L.A.
Yeah, because it's easy for us.
You could just put her on a bus.
Yeah. I could drive down in the Mustang. No, it's easy to get to. There's an airport right there. It's a great school. It's one of 5. It's a 5-school consortium. So actually 7 schools, 2 graduate schools and 5 undergraduate schools. So she can take a class at any of the 5 undergraduates. Claremont McKenna, Harvey Mudd, Pomona, Scripps, and one other, which escapes me.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
School for Memory, I think, is the other one.
Yes. Anyway, I'm very proud of her. And Dr. Mom's pointing out that Scripps is, in fact, an all-girls school. That has nothing to do with my decision. It's the only school in the country there that still don't allow boys in the dorms after 10 p.m.
That is a right. Is it the only school in the country that does
I don't know.
that?
But Daddy likes that. It's one of the few. It's kind of old-fashioned that way. Anyway, what do you got for us for a gadget?
Gadget. Well, I'm going to do 3 different car gadgets this week in honor of the car show,
good.
and also in honor of the fact that I did a thing for ABC News on car gadgets. Now, the first one didn't get on ABC. It arrived too late for the show, but it's kind of fun. And Leo, the name of this gadget is the Power Cup.
I got one right here. I got my soup in it.
Okay.
What is the power? It's not a cup holder. It's a power cup.
The Power Cup.
What's
Well,
that
you
do?
think about.
I know.
Go ahead.
It raises itself to your lips.
Oh, now I would like that. I would like that.
You
but it
press a
doesn't do
button
that.
on the door and goes because that way you don't take your hands off the wheel or your eyes off there.
Oh, and then a fist comes out with a napkin and goes wipes your lips.
Yeah. No,
Well,
that's not
quite.
it.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
No. Okay. Well, Power Cup looks exactly like a coffee cup. It's coffee cup shaped. It has a lid like a coffee cup, but it's actually a little mini power inverter.
Oh.
So, and
It's an upside-down coffee cup.
yeah. And a USB charger. So it plugs into the cigarette lighter. And then the little power inverter has 2 AC outlets. Now, the output of the inverter is just 200 watts. So you're not going to plug a rotisserie into this. But the company says it's an easy way to keep it from rolling around your car because it can sit in the cup holder of almost any car.
But then what do you do with it? But then what do you do with it? You plug stuff into it?
Yes, exactly. You know, if you have to use a little electric drill or you have a little AC vacuum cleaner.
Oh, it has an AC plug?
2 AC plugs.
Oh, I got to get that.
ThinkGeek, go to ThinkGeek and hit a power inverter. And then, well, you know, new cars have built-in USB chargers. But it has its own built-in charger.
But it doesn't have a AC plug.
No AC plug. So it can take a mini appliance up to 200 watts, which is not too many. It can do power surges up to 400 watts. Has a little built-in fan. The strange thing, it says, don't block the fan. But why did they design it so it goes deep into your cup holder if the fan's at the bottom? But that's where it is. So just check it from time to time. It will shut off, I believe, if it overheats. It'll shut off if you plug in an AC gizmo that takes more than 200 watts, and this little device cannot power it. It'll shut it off. It's pretty nifty, and it's under $30.
That's great. $29.99, exactly under $30.
Exactly under $30.
Couldn't be. It is less under.
Less under
or more under.
That's exact. Yeah. The Power Cup Coffee Cup Power Inverter.
I love it. It looks just like a Starbucks, but in the top of it are 2 AC plugs.
2 AC plugs and a little USB dongle. So if your car doesn't have one built in, you can charge any device you have with you that you have the USB cable for. Just plug it into the cup.
That's so cool.
Little LED light.
Why don't cars come with plugs? I guess some do now.
Probably.
I'm asking the wrong guy, actually. You don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, like if airplanes can have plugs,
they can have plugs.
Why can't cars?
Why can't cars? Come on.
Get with it. Get with it.
All right. This is from ThinkGeek.com. It is the Coffee Cup Power Inverter. You got to love that. Actually, before we do a letter, I haven't had an ad in so long, I forgot about ads. We have an advertiser.
An ad on the Daily Giz Wiz?
Everybody,
is that possible?
Yes, it's amazing. You must run out and purchase this product now to thank them for supporting this poor show, which has been operating at a loss for months.
Yes, tell me about it.
Yes, because you're the one losing. So, no. You know what, Dick? I have such high regard for you that I save the money that we would be sending you, and I send it to a needy animal, my kids. Because I know you love...
okay, it's great, yeah. I was wondering why every week I get a little note from...
Thank you note from Henry.
Abby saying, gee, thanks a lot. And then one from Henry saying... Dick, can you do more next month?
They call you Uncle Dick, yeah.
Yeah. Now I know why.
Now you know why. No, this is a great. We love these guys. They've been with us for a long time. The folks at Citrix who do, go to my PC, go to Assist, and of course go to Meeting. That great meeting software. Look, Citrix knows remote access. I mean, these guys, they practically invented it, and they've got it down so it's so easy to use. That this is the kind of product you would use with a client that you're going to give a presentation to. Now, everybody knows that going on those conference calls with colleagues or clients is unproductive, is boring. You can tell they're falling asleep on the other end. This is where GoToMeeting really can help by livening up your conference call. Keeps everybody on the same page because they're seeing what's on your screen. See, the next time you've got a conference call, you can either ahead of time send them an email invitation, or even while you're on the phone with them, you can say, look, I'd like to show you this. Go to GoToMeeting.com. Here's the meeting ID. They enter it. And now suddenly they're seeing their computer on, your computer on their screen. So they can see the PowerPoint presentation or the drawings or whatever it is you're working on together. They can see it. Here, this is really cool. They've even got an iPad application now. So that you can actually take your iPad and like go out and sit in the backyard and do a meeting, or under the covers if you don't want to get up. I love GoToMeeting. I want you to try it free for the next 30 days. You should show your clients, your colleagues, the boss. They're just gonna say, this is it. We should be doing everything this way. GoToMeeting.com. Now here's the way you get a free 30-day trial so you can show everybody. Use the promo code GizWiz, GizWiz. GoToMeeting.com. Use the promo code GizWiz. You get a 30-day unlimited trial. As many meetings as you want, as long as you want. They even include voice over IP and phone conferencing for free. GoToMeeting.com GoToMeeting.com and use the promo code GizWiz. You are going to love it. We'll give you a little bonus theme for that one.
It's a brand new day and a brand new week. Baby Giz Wiz winning streak. 5 more gadgets, 5 more shows. We're gonna keep Nicky on his toes. Y'all can dance, but please don't sing. Giz Wiz theme is a sad, sad thing. Bad for you and they're bad for me. Watch them all on TWiT TV.
Baby. Keep it Taiwan on.
Yeah, I'll come back now.
I love
I'll
that.
be here.
Is he done? Okay.
Yeah, he's done.
Now, is that Dan Lueders or is that Paulie Minshaw?
Yeah, I think it's Dan Lueders, and I'll be here.
I'll be here. Yes, sir, I will.
I hope it's Dan.
Letter time.
Letter time, dear Dick and Leo. We've been hearing you read 5 letters each week for quite a while now, and realize that you never seem to get a letter composed by more than one writer. Therefore, we are sending you a team effort, a collaborative letter. This is being written the day before Leo gets his iPad, but 2 days after Andy came out of the closet and did his Mac break with Alex,
Yes.
in which he admitted lying to the TWiT network of listeners.
No, he didn't lie. No.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's why I'm reading this, so you can
No, he never.
Clear that
it was. I'll explain it, but go ahead.
even lying to the fellow TWiT podcasters. We're wondering if you're going to fire Andy as a TWiT staff member.
Never.
At this point, Mark, iDoc Mark, turns the letter over to Ofer for his part. Okay. So Ofer writes, well, Mark, you caught me off guard. I am currently locating the Michigan, and I don't have any clear thought on gadgets at all, other than when will the Nexus 1 be available for Verizon?
Any day now.
So that's our first collaborative letter from Mark, iDoc Mark Sukernig, and Ofer Bernari. So, Leo, what was the deal now? You are doing the iPod tomorrow.
I will do the iPad tomorrow.
The iPad, I'm sorry, tomorrow.
Yep.
And the deal with Andy. Now,
So
I watched Andy.
Andy
He was like the first, right?
Yeah, he was one of a very select group of maybe half a dozen journalists who got iPads early. Walt Mossberg of the Wall Street Journal, David Pogue of the New York Times, Ed Baig of the USA Today, PC Magazine, Sheni Jardin of Boing Boing, and Andy Ihnatko. Just a handful of people who got iPads a week ahead of time. Now, there's, Apple's very strict. And in order to get this for review, and these guys all write for a living, right? So they have lead times. I don't have a lead time. You give me an iPad, I could talk about it 3 seconds later. There's no lead time. I don't do research or studying. I don't do preparation. I don't even think. I just say whatever comes out off the top of my head. These guys actually think. So they needed time to look at it, to use it, to play with it, to think about their review, and then to write it. Mean nothing. It just said, "Oh, pretty, I like it." That's all. So this is typical.
That explains a lot.
Yes. Oh yeah. I'm not actually my brain. I haven't had. It's been empty, hollow in there for like 3 years. Nothing. I left it though. I gave it to some guys in the chat room. They're taking good care of it. You know, Dan is 30 years old today. Happy birthday, Dan. 30 years old.
Wow.
He's our head moderator.
Oh.
He moderates my head.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, you're Dan. I thought you were talking about Dan Luders. Okay.
No, Dan.
Dan.
I don't even know his last name.
Well, you don't need it for the way you make out checks.
Dan Hendricks or something like that.
I keep getting checks to Dick. I keep saying, Frederic, they won't take this.
Dick, what's
That's
his
what Leo
name?
said.
Just fill in your own name. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Dick, anything. No, anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, they need lead time because I got no brain.
You were talking about how carefully you prepare.
So I wrote this down somewhere. So Andy, though, had to sign his life away. You know, you cannot show anyone. You cannot tell anyone you have it. And of course, I made a game of it every week saying, Andy, you got a review unit. Now, Andy, I really like Andy. I really respect him. He did not want to lie. So he made a little game out of it saying, well, Leo, if I had one, could I do this? And, you know, he never said, no, I don't have one. And he never said, yes, I do. And if you listen closely to the old shows, he was very careful not to lie. He can't say he does have one, but he didn't want to say he didn't have one. So I was very impressed. And he did very cleverly is gave me the impression that he did not have one, but didn't want to admit that he wasn't on that special list of people who have review units.
Right.
And so he fooled me. Completely fooled me. Utterly, totally, completely fooled me.
And is that why he doesn't work at the network anymore?
That's why I fired his ass. No. In fact, not only did he handle that impeccably, but he sent us a note on Friday because all of these guys were embargoed till 9 p.m. Eastern time Friday night. The iPad came out Saturday morning. And he sent me a note saying, I don't know what it would be, but if there were something special to talk about at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, would you be willing to do that? And now I'm not a complete ninny. So I said yes. And he and Alex, like 7 p.m., shortly after the embargo was lifted, we had the first video review of the iPad in the world, and people were able to see it. And so we did get the benefit of that. So thank you, Andy, for doing such a good job. So Ofer and Mark, now don't be hard on Andy. He did it. He handled that impeccably, despite every effort I could give to make him have a hard time. So that's good. That's good. Thank you for the letter. Tomorrow I will review the iPad. I have so many other things I could talk about.
No, do the iPad.
I got all this stuff. All right, but the iPad's the newest thing. I've had it now. We record early, so I've only had this for maybe 3 or 4 days. But I will give you the ins, the outs, the highs, the lows, the pros, the cons, the ins and the outs, the highs and the lows, and the pros and the cons of the iPad.
Okay, as long as you don't repeat yourself.
Okay. Dick, I'll see you then.
I'll be here.
DAILY. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.